Welcome back to today's Morning Report chart analysis videos on Tuesday the 6th of September with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Antec Markets. My final chart analysis video is on gold, and we are still holding on to these gains that we saw last week. Yes, you had Labour Day national holiday in the States yesterday, and what we've seen this morning is the dollar coming, or the traders coming in and sort of slightly selling down the dollar, and that is certainly supportive for gold. So we continued this little run higher, run higher over the past few days on gold, creeping higher today, just a couple of bucks up on the day, nothing too significant, but it certainly, I think, is sort of maintaining this support, around that sort of 1300 to 1310 area. Nice support there, building from that, sort of pushing higher. Momentum indicators turning up, stochastics crossing higher. Interestingly enough, that's a confirmed buy signal near term. You've got the MACD line sort of settling up around that sort of neutral area again. RSI pushing back towards 50, so it's sort of back at levels at which you'd start to think about whether this is going to turn out to be another sort of bull run higher. Looking at this hourly chart, you've got some having sort of had this sequence of lower highs and lower lows, you're now sort of turning into higher lows and higher highs, and you're sort of moving higher, pushing through these resistance areas. The 1325 was the initial resistance, 1330 is the next one on the list. These are old pivots, old pivot levels, 1325 and 1330, old pivot levels that need to be broken through. So just zooming back in there, you can see that 1330 has already been tested this morning and sort of pulled back. So that is your initial resistance. If you break through 1330, you're looking at this next high here at 1341, which was last couple of weeks ago actually, and that was just in the wake of Janet Yellen's speech at Jackson Hole. Supports wise, you're looking at 1315. It's a pretty good pivot level actually near term. Having 1315, 1316, having been sort of acted as support, then turned into resistance, broke through that, has now become supportive. So 1315, 1316 is a nice support area for gold now, near term. And you're also using, interestingly enough, this 1325 old pivot as sort of a bit of a base of support now in the last sort of couple of days. So 1325 seems to be holding now and pushing up towards 1330. So the outlook is improving now on gold. You're seeing all these near-term moving averages, these hourly moving averages, which are turning up. This is the interesting one here, I'd say, the 89-hour moving average, which had been, okay, you had a spike on Yellen, but this was the basis of resistance. So that is now supportive, and that is now at 1317, so it is creeping higher. So you'd say 1316 is a pretty good support, and I think that will hold. You'd say the outlook on these momentum indicators as well, much more positively configured and sort of unwinding and looking to use little dips as a chance to buy. So any sort of intraday weakness, I think today could be seen as a chance to buy. You got that ISM non-manufacturing data today at 3 o'clock, and that could well have an impact on this chart as well. So that is likely to drive dollar movements this afternoon, so that could well feed through into the gold price, so watch out for that. But in front of that, the technicals are looking increasingly positive, and I think gold could be starting to crack higher again. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.